hope you're good. I hope you're great. I hope you're having a lovely day. This week has been a very slow week in terms of news. The news I got for you guys today is not that much, but we'll see what we do. I got some stuff here that I wanted to talk about in the previous weeks, but I just didn't have the chance or the time to speak about it because of Taba Beste and Nandipa and so forth. But yeah, you all know about that. Trial is going to resume in May at some point. If you don't know when, just check my last episode out. Yeah, but check it out after this episode, not before. Just finish this episode first, then you can go back. Now, last week I did say you guys should go check out this Gold Mafia documentary by Al Jazeera. Yes, they broke down every single thing. They broke down how gold smuggling has been working in South Africa and around the world. Ooh, and it is a lot. It is a lot. These people have ties to our president, Minsa. Our president, not just the president and his kids. Like, they tied, like they homies. Allegedly. I'm just going to speak as if it's not alleged, but it is alleged. Just letting y'all know. Anyways, man, but yeah, it's crazy. So, for those of you who did not watch or you're not aware, there is a YouTube channel called Al Jazeera. They do investigations and so forth, and they journalists and all of that. Now, let me break down this documentary for you guys just a little bit. So there are these undercover news journalists going to these high official people. They're posing as people. They're posing as smugglers trying to clean dirty money. However they clean it, their dirty money, their story is, or their background story is that they are trying to clean dirty money that comes from illegal mines or anything illegal activity wise that you just don't want to know about. They want to clean it, and these government officials are going to clean it for them for a fee, of course, not for free. And they're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. Ooh, yeah, it's a lot. So now Zimbabwe is heavily tied to these people. They have people on camera, actual diplomats and ambassadors speaking about how they're going to actually clean this money. They introduce them to different people. We did not meet any actual president, luckily for them, because wow, that would have been such a bleep show. Now, there's even a company called Gold Leaf Tobacco. Apparently, it's illegal to sell cigarettes, like single cigarettes. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not even know that that's illegal. That, you know, when you go to like the tuck shops and you just say a quarterly 2 rand, that's illegal. I don't know that's illegal. I just thought that, okay, you just buy your 2 rand cigarette, whatever. Oh, bro, cantina, bro. We like, people have been committing crimes unknowingly. No one said that was illegal. I don't know that was illegal, but it is what it is. People have been doing it for years now. It's shy. I'm pretty sure even cops buy single cigarettes now. It's just too ingrained into our system. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I love all the Al Jazeera stuff. You know, I understand. You know, gold smuggling is bad. You know, we're messing up our own economy when we do things like that. You know, with illegal mines. You know, we're not going through the proper channels, because those illegal mines just go straight into the pockets of these businessmen and these criminals or these fraudsters, and they're not paying tax. As we all know, tax is supposed to be coming into the economy so that it can fix roads or fix schools, fix buildings, pay government employees, things of that nature. So yes, we can understand why it's a bad thing, but I just think that it's pretty funny, the timing of all of this. You know, I was thinking about this not so long ago, where BRICS, some of you may know it, some of you may not know about BRICS. Let me break down BRICS for you guys just a little bit, give you guys just a small history lesson. Now, BRICS is spelled BRICS. B standing for Brazil, R standing for Russia, I standing for India, C standing for China, and S standing for South Africa. Now BRICS is a small group made up of these small countries and then some, just a few. UAE wants to join, which I'll get to in a second, which is fine because UAE is also heavily tied into this gold mafia thing. Now, BRICS is a small group of countries. They're trying to elevate these, we as a small countries trying to elevate ourselves economically. And it has just come out, not just come out, but it came out maybe a month and some change ago, that BRICS wants to come out with a currency, and that currency would be backed up by gold. This puts this currency, this unknown currency, it's unnamed currency, still relatively a new idea, so not much is out on it. But this currency would challenge the US dollar as the standard of currency in the world. Now, this means that we'd be taking power from the West and bringing it to the southern countries such as Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, believe it or not. And we would have some measure of control over the world, and it wouldn't all be with the West, with countries like America and Britain. But the reason why I say that the coming out of this documentary is a little bit funny to me is that as soon as this BRICS currency was announced, maybe a week or 2 or maybe 3 weeks later, this documentary comes out and it is now saying that gold is very volatile. That's essentially what this documentary is saying, is that there is a lot of criminality within gold. And I think that this is me being a conspiracy theorist right now. I'm not saying anything is definite. I'm just being a conspiracy theorist purely. I have no evidence. What I'm saying is, you know what, we'll just say I'm a liar right now, but I'm still going to speak. What I'm saying is, it is so very funny that this documentary, Abolishing Gold, is involving South Africa, Zimbabwe, the UAE, which actually wants to join the BRICS group. Now this documentary comes out saying that the UAE heavily tied to the gold mafia, saying that there's so much criminality within gold in the UAE that if there's gold in the UAE, chances are it's dirty gold. My assumption is this is a ploy to try and weaken the BRICS, the BRICS group, so that these Western groups such as G20. Let me break down G20 real quickly. G20 is something similar like BRICS, except it's 20 countries. Now the countries that are in the G20, such as Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Korea, Mexico. You got some of the BRICS countries in there too, but majority of the other countries are not in the BRICS countries. So the G20 countries that are not in the BRICS have more incentive to make sure that this doesn't work. I'm not saying G20 is behind this. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is there's no incentive for other countries to join the BRICS countries or to stand behind the BRICS countries or to support the BRICS countries. But now, with all of that being said, G20 and BRICS can actually work together. I'm not saying that they have to be enemies or in some capacity, but I can bet you my whole life savings, which is 0 rand, 0 cents, that these two entities will not be working together for a common cause and to make the world a better place. The people that are working for these entities are people at the end of the day, and people, when it comes down to it, they will look after themselves. And it's not a bad thing, but the problem is, if you're going to be working in places like these, you have to look at the greater good. But these people are people at the end of the day, like I just said, and they won't be doing some things like that. But please allow me to give credit where credit is due. G20 and BRICS have done work to help Africa become a better place and bring in work, but they haven't done it collectively or as a group or as a joint venture, or working together. Most of the efforts have been either BRICS and G20, not G20 and BRICS working together. Because what we really need, what South Africa really needs, some bloody electricity, man, because I know you guys are tired of it. I know I'm tired of it. It is a mess. I'm not enjoying my life right now. But yeah, check this. So our Minister of Electricity, I know it still sounds strange to me. Our Minister of Electricity has made his 18-month plan public. Now, in this plan, he says that there is a way of introducing 12 megawatts of electricity. 12,000 megawatts of electricity. Sorry. Now, this is not to say that he's going to eradicate load shedding. What our minister here is saying is he's going to prevent more load shedding. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing, but I just know it's really flippin' annoying that this load shedding thing is still not being handled the way that it should be handled. Now, majority of this plan is a little bit strange to me, because what he says is that this deal or this plan involves using 30 billion rand, improving the efficiency of underperforming power stations, reducing maintenance work. Now, you may be asking yourself, where does this 30 billion rand come from? This is what he said, and I quote, "What we know about the diesel is that in the 18% tariff increase, which the National Energy Regulator of South Africa has granted to Eskom, 8 billion rand has been set aside to procure diesel by the power utility," close quotations. Now, 8 billion just for some diesel. Ooh, that's a lot of diesel. He also goes on to say that Eskom has also offered an additional 22 billion also for the procurement of diesel. Now, that is crazy to me. Sounds like 30 billion just for some diesel is a bit nuts. He adds on that he also wants to work with private sector companies, particularly experts, to improve the performance of these power stations that will obviously be providing, I don't know what happened to my words, excuse me, providing the electricity. And on top of that, they also want to provide renewable power. Now, we all know renewable power is not that reliable, not as reliable yet. I'm all for renewable power, but if we can't just get regular power now, renewable power is pretty much useless to us. And as to how they're going to add renewable power when just the regular good old-fashioned fossil fuel power is a struggle, I don't know how they're going to operate with renewable power, because renewable power needs a lot more maintenance and a lot more work before we're even ready to do that. But overall, what I can tell you guys is that there will be no end to load shedding for the foreseeable future. Just that we'll have the same amount of load shedding that we're having now, specifically for winter. So if you are in one of those load shedding riddled areas like me, get ready. It's gonna be a tough one. But guys, that is the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any facts that I got wrong, please hit me up. But don't hit me up for the facts of my conspiracy theory. But if you do want to add on to my conspiracy theory, please let me know. If you want to let me know about your own conspiracy theory, let me know. Also, you can hit me up on my Twitter. That is Lefa_Taleni. That is spelled Lefa_Taleni on Twitter. As a belief, guys, hit me up. If there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, if there's something that you guys are curious about that you've tried to research on your own but you're just struggling, hit me up. Let me see what I can do, and I'll present to you the news. Doesn't even matter if it's from 2-3 years ago, guys. This is what the news podcast is about. It's about bringing information to people, even if you don't understand what's happening. I mean, I was speaking about this BRICS situation with the backing of gold, which happened like 2-3 months ago. So it doesn't matter. Don't be shy. Hit me up. And with all of that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely week ahead of you. I know I do. This has been Lefa Taleni signing out.